Hello and good morning. Today is July 1st, 2025. I am currently in Athens, actually, Marathonos, Greece. Um, we started our trip on June 25th from Des Moines, Iowa. We got up at about 6 a.m. and we were on the road by 6:45. It took us about 3.5 hours to get to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where we boarded Air Canada and flew to, actually, and flew from Minneapolis to Canada, and then had a short layover where we flew from Canada to Athens. Total flight time was 9 hours and 10 minutes, and we arrived on June 26th, shortly before 10 a.m. Now, when you get to Minneapolis, the parking was horrible. If you park in the garage, you could pay upwards of $30 per day. We found an area about 1.5 miles away where we're paying $15 a day. Our trip is 14 days, so do the math. So upon arrival, we had a car. It was beautiful. Passports in hand, obviously. Made it through all of the checkpoints, no problems. No problem with baggage, no problem with carry-on bag. Nice roomy flight. We did arrive shortly before 10 a.m. and we had someone waiting for us with a little placard with our name on it, which was awesome to see. We had a driver. Our driver let us know it was about a 40-minute ride to our hotel resort. So that's how we ended up in Marathon, Greece, as opposed to Athens. Now, when we did book, we did think we did book for Athens, and somehow we ended up here. So that is a 45-minute to an hour away. Our drive here was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of sketchy, as he took some side roads through some villages, and we weren't on the highway, so we didn't see a bunch of cars at time. It was just dirt roads or unpaved roads. But he got us here, and tucked away off the beaten path is our resort and bungalows. We got here shortly before 11. However, we could not check into our rooms, they said, until 3, which, after you've been traveling for 9 hours and 10 minutes, kind of want to get in your room as soon as possible. However, that wasn't the case for us. We ended up waiting around in the lobby. We were not the only ones. There was no early check-in. We were able to check in right around 2:20. So it was a pretty long day. We were able to get checked into the hotel, but not our rooms. So we were able to explore the facilities, get a wristband, and dine in or use the facilities if we needed to. So that was good. Would have loved to just be able to just go into your room and relax and shower or whatever after traveling for so long. We left on the 25th at 11 a.m. We arrived on the 26th at 10 a.m. Athens is 8 hours ahead of the Midwest, 7 hours ahead of the East Coast. So it was quite the adventure. Thursday was the day we landed, so we just kind of hit the beach, trying to see what that was like. Friday, we actually made a trip into Athens. Went to go visit the Museum of Acropolis. We also walked to the top of Acropolis, and then we had dinner outside of Acropolis on the main road. Many restaurants, and did some shopping. Saturday was a bit of a chill day. We actually visited many places on Friday. And then Saturday was a bit of a chill day, and then Sunday we took a cruise. Now on that cruise, it was a 1-day, 3-island cruise. However, we were only able to visit one island because of the weather. We were supposed to visit Aegina, Pyros, and Hydra. Pyros and Hydros got canceled, and we came back. Now, they spoke nothing of a refund. They spoke nothing of they're sorry for the inconvenience or nothing. It was just like, Port Authority won't let us go, so you're going back home. So it was what it was. While we were here, we were able to visit there's a restaurant outside here called the Vietnam Restaurant. And so, us being from the Midwest and us being well-traveled, me and my family, we were looking forward to some Vietnam food or Vietnamese food. However, this was a Chinese restaurant. It had sushi as well, and there was there was curry on the menu. There was rice noodle dishes. There was no pho. There was no banh mi or anything like that. So if you know my family, you know me, I like pho noodle soup. That was not available. But we enjoyed our meal nonetheless, and then we did a little shopping, and then we came back home. We found a wonderful cab driver who assisted us in our travels into Athens. She took us pretty much like a tour guide without getting out of the car. She told us about where we were going, how to get there. She parked the car, pointed us in the direction. She said, "I'll be here when you get back." And she was. Every stop, every destination. And she said, "Take your time, no problem." And then we called her again to take us to dinner the next day. And then we have talked to her. We used her again. And then we're supposed to be using her again tonight. So tonight we're actually looking for tattoo spots. So today, like I mentioned, was July 1st. We fly out tomorrow, July 2nd, to spend 5 days in Santorini. So tonight for the finale, we're going to be looking at getting tattoos. So that's our travel days in a nutshell. Beautiful place, beautiful place. There's not much to do if you're not traveling, if you're not going to see different places as far as just being at the resort. The pool hours are 10 to 7. The breakfast, lunch, and dinner hours are a bit different. It's 6:30 to 10. For breakfast, it's 1 to 5, 1 to 3 for lunch, and then 7 to 10 for dinner. And then they have some various things going on around here. Very family friendly where we are right now. Gold Coast Resort and Bungalows in Marathon. But like I said, you're an hour away from Athens. You're not in Athens. The port that we caught our cruise from was in Athens. We had to take another 40-minute drive there. They did provide a van for us because we are a small group. However, that van was an 8-passenger van. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was 9 passengers if you include the driver. So, and we put 9 people in there with the driver. It was kind of tight, but nonetheless, we made it safely. So that is my travel so far. I look forward to updating this to a part 2. So this is part 1. So God bless. Que tenga buen día. Have a very blessed day and enjoy the video.